Stedman, Demoni Miller, Jaime Williams, Dimitri Morgan, TJ Stevens, Alexander Myers, Mikhail Andrews, Malik Wellington, he's the captain I mentioned earlier, Roberto Brissett, Danila Smith, and Kenoy Banton. That young man you look at, number 10 for Jamaica College. Quick look at their lineup. Michelle Dennis in goal, Giovanni Cole, Justin Miller, Miquan Grant, Dominic Clark, Jaime Bennett, Zion Sims, he's the captain, Caden Robinson, Ronnie Ramposal, Jamon Lyle, Johnny Campbell. That is the lineup as St. Elizabeth Technical. They have the kickoff from left to right, and action is on the way. Of course, different routes to the final. Jamaica College, they had a fantastic come from behind victory ahead of St. Andrew Technical. They trailed 2-0 at the half, and they came back and won that game 5-2. Yeah, great fight from predominantly 8th graders on this team. And on the ball now is Jamon Lyles. He's a 14-goal man. He releases Ramposal. Ramposal! He gets a tame shot off. And no trouble that for Janoy Stedman in goal for St. Elizabeth Technical. Towering player. He's able to punt it out. For St. Elizabeth Technical High School on their part, they actually came from behind as well. A wonderful converted free kick by the target man, Kenoy Banton, the number 10. He brought them back in the game after Patrick Page for Veer Technical had given them the lead early in the first half. And that game was decided by penalties. And they were picture perfect from the penalty spot, St. Elizabeth Technical. And let's see how this game will pursue. Easy play. Johnny Campbell is on through. Able to fire, but that was always going wide. Good defensive cover forced him a bit wider than he would have really wanted to be. And the score remains at 0-0. Just about a minute and a half already gone in this encounter. So it's a goal kick for St. Elizabeth Technical. They played out. Intercepted by Jamaica College. Johnny Campbell there trying to do the work to get the ball. Played in by... Now is Romani Ramposal, but able now to clear. Well, only just Ramposal. It receives a throw in for Jamaica College. Giovanni Cole to take the throw. Defensive work that from the captain Malik Wellington. Playing it out for a corner kick for Jamaica College. The first corner of the encounter. So Cole to take the corner kick for Jamaica College. Here's the delivery. Sent a bit out. Jamon Lyles with the follow-up to Ramposal. Ramposal just didn't have the presence of mind to finish with any great alacrity. Easy in the end for Janoy Stedman, but Jamaica College, they have definitely been the more purposeful of the two teams. But it's very early in the encounter. Andrew's able to play it out. Wellington rather able to play it out. The captain now, Sims, and Sims plays it up. Beautifully taken by Jaime Bennett. Was trying to bring through a Johnny Campbell, but that's cut out. Lyles doing a lot of work in the midfield. And Kenoy Banton was almost through there, but he was stopped in his tracks. He's a very dangerous customer. Stedman doing well to come and pick up that one in the box. Played by Stedman. Brissett. It's a throw in for Stets, the first of the encounter for them on the left-hand side as they attack. Daniela Smith tries to play through Banton. It comes to Wellington, who played it out a touch. Really a tame effort in the end. First real attacking play that for St. Elizabeth Technical. And now Jamaica College, they played short, trying to build from the back. Cole trying to play it forward, but that's cut out by Alexander Myers. Put back in by Mikhail Andrews now. Smith trying to use his pace, but comes now to Cole. And Banton doing some early defensive work to block the advance of Jamaica College on the left-hand side. Andrews. Brissett was there, but it's cleared by Jamaica College through Clark. Banton has the opportunity to chase now. He's joined by Sims. Banton sends it in. Cut out by Jamaica College. Now it's on the right-hand side. Lovely ball played up. Giving chase is, looks to be Justin Miller. Miller was trying to release Johnny Campbell, but that pass was wayward. Jamaica College still with the ball, still with the advantage. Now through Rampersal. Rampersal trying to weave through. Andrews is there. So is Bennett. But that ball went out of touch. And it's a goal kick for St. Elizabeth Technical. This in the 7th minute of play. Banton on the ball. He's going to be so pivotal for St. Elizabeth Technical, the number 11. Has a whopping 27 goals in the under 14 rural competition. Here's Lyles. Beautiful skill. Sends it across. Easily handled by Janoy Stedman, but that was a very promising ball. So much composure does Jamon Lyles have. Here, Smith for Stets. Danelia Smith. Able to get by and send across, but that's handled well by Machel Dennis. He's actually a second-year veteran of the under-14 team for Jamaica College. Dennis, the former man from Jessery Paul Primary. He's now in the 8th grade, so he actually made it on his entry at Jamaica College. And he must feel very proud about that. Only conceded 4 goals all competition, Jamaica College. Machel Dennis has done very well on that regard. Here's Lyle. Skips by 2. Trying to get by another one, but that was cut out by Malik Wellington, the captain. He's also the son of president of Issa, Keith Wellington, principal of St. Elizabeth Technical High School as well. Here Jamaica College come again. Trying to move through Caden Robinson, but that was cut out. And Stets now able to clear. But great tackle that from the number 15, Dominic Clark, the 4-goal man. Doing great defensive work as well. Ensuring that the advance is blocked only momentarily. Captain Sims for Jamaica College to take this free kick. A bit tame, but controlled nonetheless by Caden Robinson. The number 12 stripped of possession. Banton trying to force his way through, but easily stripped of the ball. Trying to release Rampersal. He has space on the left. Rampersal comes to the right. Rampersal! Easily handled by Stedman. Rampersal has been dangerous on this left-hand flank for Jamaica College. And Stets they'll definitely need to watch him very well. The captain not making any mistakes in the back. Zion Sims. Here's Rampasal again. Great challenge that from Wellington. He's everywhere in the park, isn't he? Cole takes a throw quickly. Wellington able to punt it up, but still in the one half. Good control by Smith. Was trying to find Mikhail Andrews, but that pass was wayward. Here's Lyle for Jamaica College. Easy on the ball is Lyle. Such a pleasure to watch. Stripped of possession. And Brissett trying to fight with him. And he gets the ball all the way to Smith. Smith, a bit slow on the ball, stripped of possession. Jamaica College definitely showing great class. Johnny Campbell on the ball. He too is stripped. Andrews to Wellington. And Stets, they've not really put together a meaningful amount of passes just yet. Well, Stevens does a great job there. Sending that ball for Banton to chase. Zion Sims knew the assignment and cleared it for throw-in quickly. And St. Elizabeth Technical, they have the opportunity to build up from the left-hand flank now. It's a throw-in to be taken by TJ Stevens. The left back for Stets. He takes it quickly. Trying to find Banton. Banton gets the ball. Unable to really make full use of it. Lyles, he's tackled quickly. Stevens also trying to get in the picture. Stevens for the throw. Tries to bring it long. Not handled just yet. Alexander Myers trying to play it up for Stets. Has another opportunity to do so. It comes to Andrews. To Smith. Smith trying to bulldoze through. Unable to. Brissett plays it out wide. And that was carefully watched by the keeper in goal, Michelle Dennis. It's the first corner kick for St. Elizabeth Technical, and they have their own supporters in the stands. So it's a corner kick for Stets. They definitely have a lot of height, the players from Stets. Here's the first corner kick for Stets. Wonderful delivery with a lot of height, but it beats everyone. Jamaica College trying to clear. Malik Wellington not giving them the opportunity to do so by way of a kick. They'll have to take a throw, this on the right-hand side. That's Roger Robinson, the coach of here's Stets. Brissett tried to go very direct there to bring in Smith, but that was cut out. Good play this by Miller to Lyle. That pass was cut out. Here's Miller again. Pressing down. Myers trying to cover, but unable to do so. Wins a corner kick there. Jamaica College having a lot of joy on this left-hand flank. Ramposal in the earlier stages of the match. Now Miller making some incisive runs down this flank. It's a corner kick they win, to be taken by Giovanni Cole, the number 3. Here it comes. Trying to look for Campbell. His header was on target, but easily handled. But now they reset. Cole sends the cross. Stedman, big in the air. Miller was there ready to lurch on that one. Header out by Miquan Grant. Bennett to Miller. Miller coming forward. Miller with a strike! And that's over the top. The intention certainly there. Here's a goal kick for Stets. Unable to clear their own half. Miller trying to get it. Robinson. Good tackle that from Alexander Myers. Trying to play through Smith. He was fouled by Miquan Grant. So says the referee, McKenna Brown. Stedman to take this free kick. Hasn't been getting a lot of height on his kick, Stedman. And it really just resets the ball for Jamaica College. Mikhail Andrews there playing that out of touch. It's a throw in for Jamaica College, this on the near side. Cole takes it to Miller. Miller couldn't bring it under control. Neither could Rampusal, but it's another throw in. Mikhail Andrews there doing defensive work to prevent the advance. Johnny Campbell led through. That ball played way out. No trouble for Janoy Stedman, the custodian for St. Elizabeth Technical. That's Roger Robinson. Has been a coach since 2011. His first season with Stets, so has really done a good job bringing them all the way to the Rural Area Championship title. And he's expecting to add one more silverware in the form of the All-Island title. It's a water break as the athletes are in the Santa Cruz sun. A quick shot at the coaching staff for Jamaica College. That's their coach, Wayne Palmer. So for those who are online on Issa Sports TV, the halves are 35 minutes per half. The 16 final, All-Island final, comes up after this encounter. That will feature another St. Elizabeth Technical team, the under-16 team, versus Campion College, who beat St. George's College in the urban area title decider. So Stats are definitely doing well. Two teams in the finals. That's a great movement for them and their football program. Speculative kick, but that will go to touch. Stedman just ensuring that no harm was done. Wellington trying to play it out, but when it comes to Jaime Bennett, they certainly have been better on the ball, has Jamaica College. Dominic Clark in some trouble there. Now they have the ball. Andrews on the right hand flank. Cole trying to stay with him, but he sends it across. Smith unable to bring it under his control. And now Jamaica College able to clear. It's a throw in for them on the near side. High boot that from Alexander Myers. Kick taken by Jamaica College, cut out by Wellington. Miller trying to get in on the action. Here's Robinson. Played out quickly. Wellington unable to really head that one out. Smith. Good move by Smith trying to release Banton. That was cut out very well by Miquan Grant. Jamaica College on the right hand side now. Jaime Bennett. Dimitri Morgan beaten. Great pace by Bennett. Left two in his wake. Send the cross. Stedman. He slipped it there. And Johnny Campbell was ready to pounce, but the whistle of the referee says no, that was a foul. Coach Roger Robinson has to bark instructions to his left back in the form of Dimitri Morgan. He was comprehensively beaten by Bennett there, who made an incisive run. Here's Lyle. Robinson trying to find Rampasal, but that was cut out. Smith has to do a lot of work coming back. That's a foul for Smith. Rampasal not giving him the kind of freedom that I'm sure he would have wanted, but yeah, that is definitely part of the game. The captain, Wellington, with the kick. Banton trying to get to that one, but it was actually Brissett. Here's Banton. Wellington has to drop back to do some more defensive work. Morgan on that left hand side loses possession. Lyle tries to play through Miller. The pass was overcooked and Justin Miller couldn't latch on to it. Stedman clears now for St. Elizabeth Technical. Offside flag raised by the first assistant, Melvin Reed. Free kick to be taken by Jamaica College now. Campbell did well to bring it under his control. Johnny Campbell is surrounded by a lot of players, and that pass didn't really come to the intended target, Bennett, as he would have liked. Play brought back. Banton perhaps would have felt undone by that. He would get that ball. The advantage could have been played. Wellington to take it. Unable to really get the kind of contact that he would have liked. That's Wayne Palmer, the coach for Jamaica College. He too giving instructions to his players, and it must be said that it takes a different level of ability to be able to convey a system to especially younger players, getting them to play in a particular way, breaking habits and forming new ones. So kudos to the coaches who've been able to do that over the years. Throw in for Jamaica College, taken quickly. Lyles went to Emmanuel Prep. They have a great program, Emmanuel Prep. Wellington now able to clear. And he's been comprehensively covered by the Jamaica College defense. Cole, Grant, and Sims have all been there, thereabout, just to ensure that he doesn't have the kind of freedom he would like. Andrews takes the throw. Taken very short. Wellington. Most of the headers have been upward and not really forward for Stets. Most of their clearances, really. Here's Bennett on the right flank. Good turn by Bennett, but brings Lyle now. Back to Bennett. A good string of passes that they're putting together, Jamaica College. Lyle skips by one, sends it across. It's cut out, and that was a crucial block. But not very far. The shot comes from distance, and that too was wide. By my count, it perhaps would be about 10 goal kicks. Perhaps I'm exaggerating, but it has been quite a few. Banter now on the ball for Stets. Bennett with him. And the captain, a no-nonsense challenge that. Well, that wasn't from the captain. It was actually from Mequan Grant. Make that Dominic Clark there on the right back position, right full back for Jamaica College. Not giving Banton any amount of space. Lyle. Sims. To Cole. Cole allows it to come across his body, but that was cut out. Andrews trying to play through Smith. Well read. Here's Rampasal now. Rampasal gets by Jaime Williams rather, for St. Elizabeth Technical, but it's a throw-in. And they've really not been able to capitalize on some of the pieces, set pieces they've had as the Stets. Throws have been a bit short. The kicks have been wayward, low. And that throw again, very short to Andrews, and he couldn't bring it under control. Here's Cole, takes it well, sends it to Campbell. His touch was a bit excessive. Andrews unable to bring it under control again, and that's another throw-in. Giovanni Cole threw it well. Campbell. To Lyle. Brissett. Brissett did very well there. Malik Wellington being a bit no nonsense, but the referee didn't like that one. And that is a free kick. Can be a very dangerous position. Lyle, the man behind it. Here's Lyle. Sends it from distance, but quite a distance away from the goal as well. Another goal kick for Stets. How many of them we've seen? That one played out by Rampasal for Jamaica College. It's a throw for Stets. So foul throw, 2. Smith tries to play through Banton. Sims was there. His touch was a bit overboard. Stets still has the possession. Unable to bring it under his control was the man Stevens. To Jay Stevens. Here's Robinson. Plays it back. That's Grant to Cole. Movement has been impressive so far. Trying to play through Rampasal. That one cut out quickly by Jaime Williams. The throw in now for Jamaica College. Just 5 or so minutes in regulation time. Here's Lyle. Being tackled by Brissett. Banton. Big play, able to run. Dominic Clark there doing great defensive work to mop up the damage. And now it falls to Bennett. Dominic Clark, he has 4 goals as well. Man formerly of Coronality Avenue Primary. I must say that Jamaica College have been a bit more purposeful in their overall play. The final product has been missing, but you definitely recognize a pattern of play, a system at work. They move the ball definitely with greater fluidity than Stets. They have another throw in on the far side. And Johnny Campbell trying to navigate through danger, but it's a foul for Stets. Roger Robinson holding his knees. Perhaps that's his comfort position. Here's the kick. That was a better one. The end product, though, a bit lacking again. Lyle trying to chase. Dimitri Morgan beaten by Lyle. That's a foul again. Delivery from Lyle. Comes across well. Johnny Campbell the target, but that's cut out by Stevens. Lyle again. That was a rash challenge by Dimitri Morgan. And McKeena Brown, the referee, will flash the yellow card to Morgan. The first of the encounter. Here's a kick. Campbell on the end of it. And that was a good contact, but just couldn't bring it on target. Poor throw taken by Stets. Just giving the ball away there. Robinson for Jamaica College. Clark. Cole. That's cut out. Smith. So a minimum of 1 minute will be added on. Here's Bennett. Weaves through the defense. Does so again. Bennett looks up now. Stripped of possession though. Ball comes to Banton. Couldn't bring it under his control. Grant must have been trying a shot, but that was skewed. Lyle now on the ball. Lyle. What a pleasure to watch. Miller. He turns inside. Miller! What a great strike that one. Stedman had to be full stretch. Good in goal is Stedman, but yeah, that was a great shot. And the referee, he has seen enough of the first half. And it came alive from that man, Justin Miller, the number 4. So at the half, it's a St. Elizabeth Technical 0, Jamaica College 0. This in the All-Ireland Under-14 Championship match here at Santa Cruz.
of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you're going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of the Intersecondary School Sports Association. Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube.
Here's the penalty kick. Page versus Stedman. Welcome back to the St. Elizabeth Technical High School Sports Complex for second half action in the All-Ireland Under-14 football competition brought to you by Issa. So happy for those joining on YouTube. At the half, it's 0-0 between Jamaica College and Stets. Stets, they are getting ready to make a change. DeJourn Sims, the man set to come on. Alexander Myers, the man coming off. Get ready for the kickoff for the second half. Miller kicks it off for Jamaica College. Immediately they try to release Bennett on the right-hand flank. His touch a bit excessive. Dimitri Morgan and Jaime Williams, they are able to clear four Stets. Gives away a corner, a bit cheap, that corner. Wasn't under any undue pressure, but JC will take that gladly. Great kicker of the ball is the man ready to take the corner kick for Jamaica College. Jamon Lyle had a fantastic strike to give them the lead at 3-2 in their final against St. Andrew Technical, beating two players, then finding the triangle. Here comes the delivery. That was poorly taken, and the clearance was equally poor. Campbell was there ready to pounce, but cleared in time for a throw-in for Jamaica College. Campbell now. Still Campbell, trying to go through three, but Stets able to clear. They played upfield. Comes to the captain, Sims, for Jamaica College. He brings them under pressure there. Brissett was ready to pounce. Andrews there trying to get in the picture as well. And that was booted out of touch there by Demani Miller for Stets. Throw-in taken by Jamaica College. Cole takes another throw-in, trying to bring Campbell and Cohen in the play, but Stets still being resolute defensively. That one came across. It falls to Bennett. He's under pressure there from Williams and Stevens, but able there to play it out, but it only comes to Lyle. Lyle plays it back to Bennett. Bennett turns one. Stripped of possession now. Releases it for Stets. Stets now through Banton. Banton trying to play through Smith. Smith left the chase. Now under his control. Smith. Miller coming with him. Miller does very well to bring him back and to dispossess him. But it's still with Sims now. For Stets plays it up for Banton. And that's a free kick again for Jamaica College. Banton committing the infraction there. Played up in search for Campbell. Campbell being hounded immediately. Great defensive work. It finds a Rampasol! He opens the scoring in the 39th minute. Ruwani Rampasol, his 7th goal of the season. And what a moment for him to bring more glory to Jamaica College. It was really a fantastic strike there. And Stets now, they'll have to chase. He runs back into position after a quick word with the coach. But what a moment for him. Rani Rampasol coming up trump for them. Stets, they'll have to chase this one. But it's really very well deserved for Jamaica College. They've really been putting together some good passes, and they've had the better of play. And again, Joy on the left-hand side for them. But Stets now, they have to fight to get back in the encounter. Came from behind against Veer Technical. That was the set piece brilliantly taken by the target man, Kenoy Banton, the number 11. They really haven't looked to threaten much. That is a corner kick now for them as they spring to life after going down by 1 goal, courtesy of that fantastic strike by Rani Rampasol. Corner kick on the far side. Here comes the delivery. No one really there. And now Jamaica College able to break on the right-hand flank. Dominic Clark there, stopped on his tracks by his opposite number, Roberto Brissett. So here's Clark. Brissett again, trying to block his run. Robinson plays through Miller. Morgan does very well there. And it comes now to Stevens. But that's dispossessed. Dominic Clark, he's now dispossessed by Brissett. It's been a battle between both of them. Stets definitely coming to life. Morgan takes a throw. Dominic Clark is down. Calling for the medical staff of Jamaica College to give him some treatment. Using that opportunity also to give him some counsel. Has been holding the ball a bit excessively, has Dominic Clark. And that head-on battle between himself and his opposite number, Roberto Brissett. Part of the reason why he's a bit patched up. The throw taken by Stets. Smith under pressure there from Grant. Daniela Smith not really pleased with that call. "17 goals to his credit, Daniela Smith, the number 9 for Stets. Have a knack of producing tall, imposing strikers. The ilk of Deshaun Brown, perhaps one of the more notable ones for Stets. Banton controls. Brissett tries to play it forward. Cole will have to clear. And he does very well under pressure. That ball was threatening, but it's now a throw-in for Stevens. Morgan takes it. Daniela Smith trying to get on the end of it. Easily handled by Jamaica College around the back. Stets now, they definitely have put on some urgency, but a beautiful ball played through for Miller. Did well to touch it first time, but it really wasn't the greatest touch. But he positioned himself well. But it comes to Bennett. Bennett sends it across. It goes directly to goal. Janoy Stedman won't be beaten by that one. Played out. Good clearance for him. Giving Banton the opportunity to chase, but Sims is there. And Sims did very well under pressure. Played it so easily to Cole. Banton tracking back, but Lyle on the ball now. Releasing. Looks to be Rampasal. Rampasal still with the ball. Rampasal evades 2, 3. Now he's in the box. Rampasal sends it across. Cleared by Stets. They have the opportunity now to counter. And that ball sent for Banton. Banton has it under his stride. Kenai Banton. Great defensive work from Stets again. Not giving the tall man, not giving the target man much room. Unable to really get a shot on. 44 minutes gone in this encounter. They go to 70 minutes, 35 minutes a half if you're just joining. So there's some amount of time, but of course time waits on no one. So Banton takes the initiative to go and take the corner himself. Changes his mind. Stevens goes for corner duties. But there is a seeming lack of urgency. Taken shot. Banton sends it across. Smith was trying to get on the end of it, but he was out-muscled. Call goes against Stets. Sims the captain to take it for Jamaica College. Not much height on that one. Robinson unable to play it through. Here's Lyle. Beautiful ball for Rampasal. Rampasal to Campbell. Stedman came out and he's oh my! Oh dear me, how did they miss that one? A touch too many. And Janoy Stedman, he came out and he was left in no man's land. And that must be a moment that they'll treasure, especially if they get back in it. Does the Stets. They give it away cheaply. Lyle. Good defensive work for Stets. They play it out now. Banton unable to really bring it immediately under control, but he does so now. He moves forward. Smith was in an offside position, but the pass didn't come to him. And Sims able to clear quickly for Jamaica College. Yeah, the game has definitely went up a notch. Both teams playing very well. Stets, they've definitely come alive. Free kick for Jamaica College. Played up. Miller unable to bring it under control. Chaim Williams had so much more time than that. Played it out of touch. Throw to be taken by Bennett. Back to Clark. Whips in a delightful ball, but that was cut out. Here's Lyle. That too was cleared. Stets now. Well, they were trying to break, but it's another throw in for Jamaica College. Clark takes it well. Campbell spins his marker. Does well. Campbell sends it into the direction of the keeper. Stedman able to hold it, and he plays it out well. Banton did well to bring it under control, but he was close marshaled by Grant. Still Stets able to break. Banton trying to play through Wellington. Easy does it for Michelle Dennis. Lays on the ball. And now they reset. Using the short passes from behind, building up play, Jamaica College. Keeping their formation as well. They definitely play attractive football. It's a throw in though for Stets. Morgan trying to play Stevens, but that was intercepted. Campbell now. Campbell turns, releases Rampasal, a shot! And that was always wide. Must have gotten a touch from the keeper. So it's a corner kick for Jamaica College. Dimitri Morgan doing him the honors in setting it up for him. They understand the assignment. Just about 20 minutes in normal time to play. Bennett for the corner. Sends it across. Campbell on the end of it. Back out to Robinson. Robinson tries to fire, but that's cut out. Rampasal now. Rampasal! And that goes over the top. Janoy Stedman unable, well, not really needing to make a save there. And they've definitely come alive. Look at him sprint. Back on the pitch. Janoy Stedman. They definitely didn't have that life in the first half, or even when the second half just started. And that goal has really showed them the level of urgency they need. Andrews now trying to play through Brissett. That was cut out. Wellington did well there. Brissett tried to keep it in play. It's a throw-in. That will be taken quickly by Cole for Jamaica College. Lyle on the ball. Great control. Burst of speed. Well cut out there. Trying to switch the plays, Jamaica College. Bennett, the intended target. Able now to clear Stets. Clark didn't control well. Banton has to chase, but Grant easily able to play it out, but it's a throw-in for Stets. Stevens leaves it for Morgan. He'll take the throw. Tries to release Banton. First touch wasn't great. Andrews now has to mop up. His pass was wayward. It's now with the substitute Sims. Playing it forward for Brissett. Always going to be hard to catch Machel Dennis. Ain't no real rush to play it out. Played up by Miller for Stets. Sims again. Rampasal. Campbell unable to get the telling touch. And a good run that from Rampasal. Make that a Johnny Campbell rather. But it's another water break for the players. It is said that the Santa Cruz sun is a bit hotter than other places in the island. That's the referee, McKenna Brown. Wayne Palmer talking with his team. Roger Robinson talking with his team. Stets. Wayne Palmer, quite animated. Not pleased with how they've been given a possession, or not being as alert as they should. Yeah, he's a taskmaster, isn't he? Play resumes with Stets, trying to play out from the back. They're punting it forward. Haven't really strung much passes in the middle of the park. Has Stets definitely trying to use the long ball up to their target men, Smith and Banton, but the defensive cover of Jamaica College has really closed them down effectively. Whenever Banton on the ball, 2-3 defenders around him, and he really hasn't been able to really play and run beyond them. Here they try to build. Brissett was in the action, but cut out now by Jamaica College. Stets again able to play out, but it comes only to Lyle. Sends a delightful ball. Miller gets on the end of it. Unable to take it down first time. Closed down quickly. And Stets can breathe a sigh of relief. Offside the call there against Miller. Smith trying to get on the end of that one. Jamaica College player down, being brought up on his feet. That's his goal scorer actually, Ronnie Rampasal. There'll definitely be a need for a change. He goes down again. Rouhani Rampasal has perhaps brought the ultimate contribution to a game so far, opening the scoring in the 39th minute of the encounter. Medical staff there. Wayne Palm again, ensuring he keeps his team in check. Substitution about to be made. Ronnie Rampasal, the man coming off. Coming in will be the number 17 for Jamaica College, Courtney Leng. Here's a kick for Stets. Sent deep in the box. Banton there, trying to play it back for Andrews, but that pass was wayward. Andrews did well. Now it comes to Wellington. I'll make that Smith. That ball played out effectively by Jamaica College. Dominic Clark, they're playing it out for a corner kick. Here's a corner kick. Smith. Good delivery. No Stets head or foot there to capitalize. Jamaica College clear, and it's a throw-in to be taken quickly. Campbell to Lyle. Played up by Sims. Ball comes out wide now for Jamaica College. Bennett tries to play through Miller, who now darts down the right-hand flank. Miller cuts inside beautifully. Oh, he does it to another. Bennett now with the delivery. Beautiful one to Leng, to Lyle. Lyle, back to Campbell, back to Lyle. He dances with the ball. Oh, what a beautiful play that from Lyle. There were almost calls for a penalty, but now Stets able to break. Smith now. That ball comes to Banton. Banton! Unable to bring a telling blow on that one. The first real chance for Stets in the encounter. And the 27-goal man, yeah, they would have expected much more from him in that position, but Jamaica College, they have their chance on the right-hand side now with Miller. Justin Miller sends it across, easily handled by the Stets defense. Well, it's not really. Robinson tries a shot. Stedman holds on firmly. Played up by Stedman. Charge now as Sims and Co will have to clear. Sims really did well there under pressure, turning Banton easily. That's cut out by Stevens. The pass was poor. Brissett there still in no man's land. Played out now by Robinson. To Lyle. To Bennett. Stevens. Easily handled by Bennett. He gets it back from Robinson. Releases Miller. Good challenge that from Malik Wellington, the captain. Throw in given to Stets. Throw in taken by Clark. Johnny Campbell turned well there. Morgan was trying to stay with him. Campbell with skill. Gets by easily. Miller. His shot was always wayward. If it is to be, it must be very quickly for Stets. Time ticking away. Only 8 minutes left in the encounter in normal time, and whatever McKenna Brown adds on for stoppages. Haven't been many of them. Stedman plays it out. Easily handled by Bennett. Technically very proficient, the players from Jamaica College. Johnny Campbell is through. Stedman, definitely a standout goalkeeper. Kenoy Banton there, just unable to get the delivery, get the kind of service that he'd need. And credit too to the Jamaica College defensive setup. They've checked him quite well, not giving him the kind of latitude that he needs to make good inroads. Wayne Palmer, the more vocal of the two coaches, even though he has the lead. Johnny Campbell played through Lyle. Lyle trying to play him through, but that pass was overcooked. Cole under pressure there from Smith. Daniela Smith tries to get by Sims. Does well. Gets it across. Banton! Didn't have the final touch that he needed on that occasion. He won't get many more opportunities like that so easily. He really should have buried that one, Banton. Here they come against Stets. Coming alive in the dying moments of the game. Andrews unable to bring it under control. It's a throw in for Jamaica College. And they take their own merry time. The finishing has let them down. Stets, 2 clear-cut opportunities. Scuffed by the target man, number 11, Kenoy Banton. Another throw in for Jamaica College. Breaks for Stets. Bennett trying to play through Leng. It falls to Lyle. Stets played up. Again, Smith made to chase. Sims there. Did very well to clear it. It's a throw in for Stets on the far side. Another change to be made by Jamaica College. We'll give you confirmation of the change in a short while. Stets definitely trying to fight and press the issue. Bennett does well to turn. Ease off the pressure. Trying to make the through ball to Miller, but that went all the way to Stedman in goal. He punts it out. That was headed, and that should be a throw in for Stets. Here's Stets through Brissett. Brissett there Tackled well by the captain, Sims. So the change made. The large McCormack coming in for Giovanni Cole. Corner kick wasted, that for Stets. Still not fully cleared. Bennett showing great strength and speed, going by 2. Final pass was wayward and easily cleared by Stets, but only for throw-in. Just 2.5 minutes left in this encounter in normal time. Here's Lyle. Lyle again. Lyle is through. He fires! He buries it! If it had to be any play, it must have been him. Jamon Lyle. From 14 goals to 15. And that may just well seal the deal for another All-Ireland triumph at the under-14 level for Stets. For Jamaica College, I beg your pardon. And the man that has been pulling the strings in the middle of the park had a brace in the final against St. Andrew Technical. He'll settle for 1. And that may be the death knell blow. Roger Robinson. A picture of this disconsolate there. And it's just about game management time for Jamaica College. They must have shrugged off the disappointment of seeing Clarendon College beat the senior team for Jamaica College in the Olivia Shield. And these young men say, well, we definitely want an All-Ireland title for ourselves. And they are hungry for more. Johnny Campbell hasn't been on the score sheet, had a brace in the final. Can there be a consolation for Stets? Sims there, under pressure from Banton. Easily handled again. Playing out to Clark. To Jay Stevens. Trying to press, but really unable to break down the resilience of Jamaica College in defense. They've really been the better team throughout the match. The fourth official indicates 3 minutes of a minimum of 3 minutes to be added on. Can there be late drama? Dimitri Morgan behind the kick. Sends it deep. Falls to Banton. Stevens trying to strike it. Didn't get the kind of purchase he wanted. Easy does it. Bennett and Clark combining well. Miller. Trying to clear his stats, but still under pressure. Offside that against Danilo Smith. So we're into the second of 3 minutes added on for stoppages. Jamaica College still leading 2-0. That ball played out to Courtney Lang, the substitute. Did well to keep it in touch. Well, he didn't. It's a goal kick for Stets. Jamon Lyles, they're being given a talking to by the referee McKenna Brown. A bit of showmanship on the ball. But that was time wasting, really. Play for Stets. Trying to get to his feet. Finally does so. Stedman plays it off. Sims. Lyle. How many times have you heard that name on the commentary? Has been ubiquitous in the middle of the park. Lyle. Miller dances away from the challenge of Banton. And the referee, McKenna Brown, has seen enough. Jamaica College, 2-0 winners over St. Elizabeth Technical. This in the Under-14 All-Island Championship game here in Santa Cruz. Strikes in the 39th minute by Ruani Rampasal, followed by a 69th minute goal by Jamon Lyle. His 15th of the season sealed the deal for the boys from Old Hope Road. And they've come to St. Elizabeth, and they'll return to Kingston with more silverware to add to what has been a fantastic season for them, both at the senior and junior level. What a great program. That's the star of the show, Jamon Lyles. Very impressive in the middle of the park, easy on the ball, great kicker of the ball. And he has a goal to his credit today, not just how well he handled the middle, but yeah, it's been a great moment for them. Jamaica College, the champions here at the Under-14 level. So, getting ready for the presentation of awards. The trophy is in the hand. All right, Wallace, the principal of Fogo Road. He's the chairman of the rural under 16 and under 14 football competitions. But he has the honor of presenting the championship trophy to the captain of Jamaica College, Zion Sims. And what a moment for Zion Sims, lifting another trophy as he lifted one on Monday. Jamaica College All-Ireland under 14 champions. Another piece of silverware to be brought back to Old Hope Road. They've done their business and they have all the reason to rejoice. So many pictures, so many mementos for years to come. And they'll all say we were a part of an All-Ireland championship team. Parents, friends, brothers, sisters, I'm sure, cousins, they're all there getting ready to take pictures. What a moment for them. Jamaica College, the All-Ireland champions in Santa Cruz. Of course, another game comes up right after this one. Campion College will face Stets in the under-16 All-Ireland final. Don't you move a muscle. This same stream will continue for that particular matchup. So don't you move a muscle. Perhaps you need to tell someone and share the link to someone else that they can follow the junior football action here on Issa Sports TV. Getting ready for the under-16 all-island final between Campion College and St. Elizabeth Technical. Darren Tommins, the referee, leads the teams out to the field of play here in Santa Cruz. Campion, they've traveled 130 kilometers. Stets, they're on their home turf. But there will still be a battle, nonetheless, for all island bragging rights. The number 7 for Campion, Kai Miles, has garnered a lot of attention this season in the Manning Cup, and he's now stepping down for the under-16 competition. But we pause for the national anthem of Jamaica. A prayer, the anthem of Jamaica. The teams now greet each other, led by the captain of Campion College, Shandon McFarlane. His opposite number, Joanio Gordon, the number 11 for Stets. He's their captain. They now greet the officials, led by Doyne Tommings, assisted by Ravaria Dyer, Kishana Robinson, and the fourth official, Akima Brown. Yeah, those are the officials responsible for this encounter. That's Campion. Quickly, their lineup: Alex James in goal, Ethan Brown, Brandon Mohammed, Aiden Bernard, Stream Cha, Marcus Steele, Shandon McFarlane, Matthew Lloyd, Matthew Rule, the Jazz Les, and Kai Miles. That's Stets on your screen. Their lineup: Krishan Hill in goal, Javon Wright, Jamari Walters, Shamar McIntosh, Prince Perry. That's the four-man defense: Justin McPherson, Joannia Gordon, Ray J. Newman, Jade Lynch, DeAndre Barnett, and Jordan Cockett. The two captains being spoken to by the referee, Doyne Tommings. Shandon McFarlane and Joannia Gordon. Of course, the Stets, they would have won courtesy of a penalty in the 6th minute of their encounter against Glenmuir. Penalty converted by Justin McPherson. And Shamar Stewart also came on close to the end of that encounter in the 68th minute thereabout. Made that the 78th minute of that encounter, and he slotted home a one from Beauty. Campion College, Kai Miles, he led them through a penalty kick against St. George's College, and that was the 1-0 victory that brought them here to Santa Cruz. Could this be a moment of glory for the team in red and white, or will home court advantage make the difference for St. Elizabeth Technical? The kickoff, getting ready. Matthew Rule stands behind the ball. Doyne Tommins getting ready. He blows a whistle. It's game time. Campion kicking from left to right. Stets from right to left. Immediately they press very aggressively, Campion, but they a bit Zella says Doyle Tummins. It's a kick for St. Elizabeth Technical. Ball played up. Shamar McIntosh trying to release the forward there, but Campion now able to play out. That one cut out by Stets. It's with the captain Gordon. Weak pass, but Prince Perry there to mop up the damage. It's a throw in for Stets. This on the near side. Prince Perry to take the throw in. Kai Miles on the ball. Here's Streamcha trying to stream a pass through. Rule there trying to release the man on the right hand flank, Streamcha, but that pass was wayward. It's a throw in for Stets deep in their own half. Handball that. Free kick for Stets. Ball punted upfield. Stets in possession. They lose it. Trying to play through Kai Miles on the left-hand flank. Loses possession to Jamari Walters, who plays it up. Foul there. Interestingly, Stets played Glenmuir in the final of the rural area under 16 competition. They too were dressed, or their colors red and white as well. Perhaps that's an omen of good for them. They play the kick deep in the box. Cleared by Campion, but still in their own half. Cha tries to play it through. Easily dispossessed though. Stets on the ball through Barnett. Barnett skips by one. Turns into McPherson. McPherson fires. Easily handled by the goalkeeper, Alex James. First shot on target for Stets. And the Vuvuzelas make that all too familiar sound in Santa Cruz. Campion College on the ball. Ethan Brown playing out to Miles. Stripped of possession. Now with the Stets. Jade Lynch playing it forward. And a beautiful turn that by the man Ray J. Newman. Ray J. Newman brought it inside, but unable to really connect with any player in blue and yellow. He keeps it in control. Newman comes inside. Still Newman. What a great play of skill. Still with the ball is Stets. McIntosh tried to bring McPherson in the conversation, but he lost out. But it's still with Stets. They've really looked lively. Gordon there. Good turn that by Jade Lynch. Tries to switch the play. Brought under control. Ray J. Newman, the man. Barnett. Bringing it back to his right back. McPherson now tries to dance through, but Rule dispossesses him. Rule running into traffic. And now the clearance from Campion. Played all the way back, but it comes only to Javon Wright, who punts it upfield. And this is a darting run now. Ray J. Newman tries to bring it across. The number 9 is Cockett. Cockett. And he's brought down right at the edge of the box. Doyle Tummins points in the direction of that kick. And Jordan Cockett, he's looked so very lively, as well as Ray J. Newman on the right and flank for Stets. And this is a dangerous position for any free kick. Looks to be the man, number 17 behind it. Shamar McIntosh. McIntosh. Back of the net! Alex James was in no man's land. In the 6th minute of the encounter. A fantastic play from the free kick by number 17, Shamar McIntosh. And Stets, they have the lead. Campion College, they have to fight back. Play resumes, Campion. Trying to find Kai Miles. His shot. His shot directly to the goalkeeper, Chris Sean Hill. He clears, trying to find his captain, Joanna Gordon. Unable to keep it in touch. So, correction there, DeAndre Barnett, the goal scorer of the free kick there, the number 10 for Stets. Javon Wright to deliver. Here's Stets. They tried a strike from distance. They've looked the more lively of the two teams, has Stets. Jade Lynch there, turning away from trouble. But Kai Miles trying to run around two defenders, plays it out for a throw-in. Stets definitely in control in the early moments of this encounter. 40 minutes a half at the under 16 level. Barnett there running into Miles. Miles screams in pain. Here play resumes with RJ Newman darting down, sends it across. Cockett on the end of it. Unable to really turn. Cockett still scrambling for the ball. Kai Miles still writhing in pain. Dine Tummins being brought to the attention of a rough tackle that from DeAndre Barnett. Yeah, Eric Rademakers, the coach, the technical director for Campion, wreathing in anger. Eric Rademakers has a lot of words for the Stet supporters. Kai Miles is still being treated. Play resumes. It's a corner kick for St. Elizabeth Technical. They already have the lead. That's Kai Miles still in pain, but play resumes as he's brought off the field of play. The corner kick comes in. Straight to the Campion defender. Sent back in to the box, but that's clear too. Javon Wright on the end of it. Here's McPherson. It's with Newman now. Wright. Newman sends it across. Kai Miles back to his feet, immediately calling for the ball, but it's on the next side. Stets, they've definitely not held back in aggression in this encounter. Miles on the ball. Rule. The Jazzless. Campion now trying to keep the ball in possession, but they lose out now. Here's the captain, Gordon for Stets, trying to play through Cockett. Cockett must release Newman. He wasted that opportunity to release him on the flank. Kai Miles on the ball now for Campion. Hounded by Barnett. Barnett trying to skip through but loses out. Here's Gordon. Stets now after the drop ball. Newman on the ball. Still Newman. Jade Lynch. Trying to bring through Miles. Miles under pressure. Oh, that came delightfully to Rule, I think. But the snapshot was handled well by Krishawn Hill in goal for Stets. And the score remains 1 goal to the good for Stets. Certainly responses being shown from Campion, trying to settle in their own rhythm of play. That's Mohammed now. Playing it out to Ethan Brown. Offside that call. Javon Wright, the man to take the free kick. Here's Stets on the ball. McPherson not pleased with that call. Gordon trying to fight for that one. But it's a throw-in quickly taken by Campion College. Rule tried to play it up for Miles, but that was cut out. Barnett pumps it up. Bernard brings it back into the play, but it falls with Stets again, who now give it away. Marcus Steele there almost got himself in a spot of bother. Here's the ball now with Rule. Trying to play through Miles. Easily handled by Javon Wright, the center back for Stets. Momentum has definitely shifted. Campion now being able to settle and play. Throw taken. Barnett on the ball. In a dangerous position. Almost gave it away. Prince Perry there to help him as Kai Miles definitely tries to keep it in play for Campion, but adjust to a foul. Prince Perry there was the man, Kai Miles. Here's Stets now on the ball. Trying to go through Oscockett. Well, here's the captain, Gordon. Gordon trying to go through two defenders, but he gets it back. Plays it to Jade Lynch. Back. He gives it away now. That's McIntosh trying to bring RJ Newman in the play. He now gets it. Comes to Lynch. Does well in the middle of the park, but he loses possession. Played out timely by Jamari Walters for Stets. Matthew Lloyd trying to stay in position to break for Campion. Brown takes a throw. Kai Miles fires wide. Stream Cha was there on the side at the back post, really trying to latch onto it, but that more seemed like a direct attempt on goal than a cross from Kai Miles. Has definitely been the outlet for Campion College. Definitely trying to play through him. Here's McPherson trying to play through Cockett. He's in a running battle with Mohammed. Cockett loses out to Mohammed, who does very well. Plays it all the way back to Bernard. Now in the middle of the park is Campion. Streaming forward now through Miles. His flick. Unable to really go through. Stets now. Barnett trying to release the captain, Joanna Gordon, but Lloyd now on the ball for Campion. Lloyd fights, sends it across. Miles beats by one, and the shot took a deflection. Kai Miles down on the turf again. Medical staff of Campion being summoned immediately. It would be a huge blow if he's unable to continue the game with Kai Miles. Teams using this opportunity to get some rehydration. That's the Stets team. the opposite team, Campion. So 21 minutes gone in the encounter. Kai Miles still being attended to at the side, by the sideline. Play resumed with Stets on the right hand flank. McIntosh playing it forward. Trying to blast it forward for Cockett to run. Out for a throw-in rather. Taken quickly by Stets. Barnett trying to string through some passes in the middle of the field. Quite comfortable on the ball is DeAndre Barnett, the goal scorer. Just ensuring that the ball is to his liking, Doyne Towins. It's a throw-in. Stets takes it quickly. Wright tries to play it forward, but breaks the rule. That's jazzless. Throw-in taken by Campion. Matthew Lloyd plays it back to the captain, McFarlane. He tries to find Miles. His flick wastes the opportunity as Ethan Brown was advancing on the overlap. But Newman now tries to play it out for Stets. Goes to Lynch, back to Wright. Plays it forward, trying to bring Cockett in the game. But that's out of touch. Steele takes the throw quickly. Marcus Steele then pumps it forward. Easily handled by Wright. The advance of Les. Trying to bring Matthew Lloyd in the play. He now releases Cha, but his touch was a bit too much. Shielded out for a goal kick by Stets. Ball booted forward by Stets. Trying to bring it under control, but he failed. On that time it breaks to Campion, but they lose possession again. Jordan Cockett playing it off Steele there for a throw-in for Stets. Shamar McIntosh there not being able to keep that one under his control. It's a throw-in. That's Brandon Gale, the coach for St. Elizabeth Technical. Would have been delighted with the rural area win, beating a team that they actually lost to earlier in the season. That was Glenmuir. Perhaps a start moment for them, winning both titles. And they currently lead in the under-16 final here for the All-Ireland title. Here's Lynch for them. Easily handled by Ethan Brown, ensuring that his advance was halted. He'll do with a throw-in Throwing taken by Barnett. He heads it forward. Headed out by... Here's McPherson now. Stripped of possession by Liss. With God now. He's trying to weave through, but he's cut down. Played out by Campion. Kai Miles is livid. Comes back to Miles. Unable to control. It's a free kick to be taken by Aiden Bernard. Bernard plays it up, trying to bring Lloyd, but he was offside. Played up by Stets now. Just a bit too high. Throw in for Campion. Yeah, he hasn't had the best start to a game. So much is expected from him, and he expects so much from himself. Barnett sends it deep. Alex James able to handle that one. Here's McFarlane, the captain now, trying to play it out. Plays it to Rule. Rule trying to switch it, but that's cut out too by Stets. Falls to McPherson. His first touch let him down. Right, stepping out and clearing that one for Stets, but it falls to Cha. Now to Les. Jazz Les. His pass misdirected. Here now McPherson. Skipping by McPherson. Still. McPherson! In the back of the net! It's 2-0 for Stets. He's sending them to bed. It's been a virtuoso performance, at least for that goal by him. Skipping by 3 defenders and burying it. That in the 29th minute of the encounter. It hasn't been the best early game for Campion at all. Can they pull something special out of their collective hats? Stets, they've already done what they need to do. Matthew Lloyd trying to go forward. He's brought down just on the edge of the box there. That is a precarious position. Medical attention needed for Prince Perry, who committed the infraction there. The free kick though, Kai Miles standing behind it. Had a quick chat with Ethan Brown there, the assistant coach for Campion. Confirm his name in a short while. Kai Miles standing behind this free kick. Foreman wall being erected by Krishan Hill in goal for St. Elizabeth Technical. Can this be a moment of magic? Miles. Here's a whistle. Fires into the wall. That's a corner kick for Campion College. Matthew Rule sends over the corner. The Jazz Lass was trying to get on the end of it, but his attempt was tame. Krishan Hill handles easily. Played out by the keeper. Kept in touch, but given away less. Steele tries to play it forward, but it comes to Perry. Perry plays it up, trying to bring Cockett in the game, but that's cut out by Brandon Mohammed. Miles will have to chase that one, unable to keep it in. And I reckon that he just needs to relax and begin to enjoy the game, Kai Miles. Taking on a bit too much on himself. And that can really hinder a game. Here's Rule. McFarlane plays it out to Steele. Steele advances, but that's cut out. Now St. Elizabeth Technical on the right hand side. Stripped of possession there. It's a throw in to Stets. Taken quickly. Through now going the other direction. Steele. Comes to McPherson. The score of the second goal. Ethan Brown does well to clear that one for Campion. High in the air. Barnett now brings it under his control. Plays through McPherson. Looks up. Tries to bring Cockett and Newman in the game, but Alex James easily handles that one. Trying to play out from the back now. Campion College. Pass there from Ethan Brown. Was directed for Matthew Lloyd, but he was brought down by Jamari Walters. So it's a free kick in the St. Elizabeth Technical half for Campion College. Matthew Rule standing behind it. Played forward. Prince Perry did well to clear the danger immediately. McPherson trying to release Barnett. Barnett chases. Almost managed to bring it or keep it in, but went out for a throw in for Campion College on the far side. Under 4 minutes left in the half, 40 minutes a half. Throw taken quickly. Matthew Lloyd played it to Rule. Jade Lynch intercepted. Les playing that in the referee. He has to drop the ball. Of course, he impeded the advance of Campion. Now They get the pass. Less. Pushed from behind by Barnett. Played up by Rule. Krishan Hill was under all sorts of pressures there. Gets the call in his favor. Brandon Mohammed there committing the infraction. Played out by Stets. Wasn't the greatest clearance there. Javon Wright doing well as Miles was advancing. Still Stets with the ball. Kai Miles again on the turf. Again, the Campion team getting some hydration, getting some counsel as well. Directions from the coaching staff. Quite a few of the Stets players around Kai Miles. That's in a great show of solidarity as he's been treated. It was really just a coming together of legs. Nothing untoward about the challenge. Referee Dwayne Tummins playing it out. That must be a happy captain, Joannia Gordon. 2-0 in the first half. Yeah. Not many times you have that in a final. He must be a relieved man. Kai Miles has to hop off. And he'll now be lifted off. Yeah, it really hasn't been the best evening for him. No immediate sign of a change to be made. Perhaps they'll just play out the remainder of the half. Played up by Barnett. Easily handled by Mohammed. It's Brandon Mohammed, the number 5 central defender for Campion. Prince Perry takes a throw quickly. Intercepted by McFarlane, the captain. Cha does well to turn. Finds Ethan Brown on the overlap now. Return pass was wayward. And now RJ Newman. Had to skip one. Couldn't skip the second one. Played out for a throw-in. Barnett. So we're into added time in the first half, a minimum of 2 such minutes. Throw in for Stets. Campion able to clear. They don't really. Beautiful ball sent across, but that was cut out. Jade Lynch now trying to settle the play. And the referee has blown the whistle for the halftime. Stets with goals in the 6th and 29th minute from DeAndre Barnett and Justin McPherson lead Campion College 2-0 at halftime. This in the All-Ireland Under-16 final here in St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz, to be more specific, on the grounds of St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube.
Keith Wellington, the president. In the 41st minute. It was a fantastic strike. Alex James had nothing to do with that one. And it's 3 for Stets, 0 for Campion Justin McPherson. A brace on the afternoon. At the resumption of the half. Yeah, beautifully done. I was mentioning that Kai Miles has been brought off based on injury. He was knocked up quite badly. So in for him is number 13, Jelani Harvey. Actually the captain of the under-14 team for Campion. So some useful experience for him. But they have a corner kick. Cha Lifts it up. Les was trying to get on the end of it. Not able to be cleared. It's with Rule. Rule tries to fire, but that was wide and high. Krishan Hill untroubled by that one. It must be a moment of relief for the president of Issa, the principal, perhaps more in the capacity of principal of Stets, Keith Wellington. At least one of the teams that he had in the finals will come away with silverware on this occasion. Under 14, of course, losing to Jamaica College 2-0. JC, they were certainly the better team. Great passes of the ball, technically very well. But this encounter, Stets, they've been the better team, and they have converted in the moments that they have been at the front door. They have a free kick. They take it quickly, Campion. Hoists it deep in the air. Mohammed tried to get on the end of it. Krishan Hill didn't really cover it effectively. And it's a scrambled clearance now for Stets with Barnett. Trying to play it forward to Cockett. Comes inside. Harvey plays it out. But it falls back to Lynch. Barnett trying to bring the score of 2 goals McPherson in the play. Chips lobs it up back for Barnett, but he's hustled off the play. Ethan Brown trying to keep it in touch, but it is a throw in for Stets. Throwing for Stets, for Campion rather. Does come to Stets. Jamari Walters. Les plays it to Cha. Cha finds Matthew Lloyd. Lloyd tries to bring it across. Handled well by Shamar McIntosh. Trying to receive that was Aidan Bernard for Campion College. But McIntosh with a crucial intervention there, played it out for a corner kick. To be taken by Streamcha. Lifts it up. Comes to Lloyd. Steele was trying to fire, but played out now by Stets. Firm challenge by Ethan Brown there, but it still comes away with Stets. RJ Newman trying to get on the end of that one, but Alex James handled it well and plays it out now. Throw in for Campion College. Good work from Stream Cha. Yeah, you must be wondering. Yeah, it's a unique name. Cha, the last name, C-H-A. First name, Stream, S-T-R-E-M-E. That's the dreadlocked number 18 player for Campion. He's off shot now. Number 18 rather for Stets is being treated. That's Prince Perry. Yeah, Campion, they've brought their supporters. Play resumes now. Campion in possession. Bernard plays it out for Rule. Lynch will challenge, but Rule gets by him. Rule brought now out by Lynch. Not very far. It's Bernard. Bernard tries to fire. Easily handled by Krishan Hill. Stets soaking in a lot of pressure is the Stets. Campion, they've definitely not surrendered. Here's Cha, lifts it across. Bernard on the end of it. His header was good, but it wasn't good enough, not on target. Goal kick taken by Stets. Jade Lynch plays it out. RJ Newman doing very well to wiggle through the defenders. Played it out for a throw-in against Matthew Rule. Shamar McIntosh will take that throw quickly for Stets. Barnett. Throwing for Campion now. Marcus Steele. Here's Stets with Cockett to Barnett. Barnett turns. Doing well is Barnett to hold the ball. McIntosh comes in forward now. That's cut out. Rule trying to hold the ball, but he loses possession. Now it goes to Lynch, who plays it back to right. Pumps it forward to the captain, Gordon. His header wayward. Campion trying to stay in touch, but they're under pressure again. Alex James, though, doing well, averting the danger as Brandon Mohammed has stepped forward, moving from his central defensive role. That's now taken up by the substitute, Jelani Harvey, who came in for Kai Miles. Here's RJ Newman. Newman lifts it over the keeper. It was a good attempt there. Alex James had enough on it to stop the danger, and he plays it out now. Javon Wright. Javon Wright. Playing it way out. Almost gave me an opportunity to show my skill. That would have been off camera as well. Bernard to Les. Out wide to Cha. Stream Cha. Skips by one. Unable to skip by another. It's a corner kick. Prince Perry there doing the mop-up job for St. Elizabeth Technical. Here's a corner kick. Stream Cha behind it. Lifts it up. And that's a goal there, converted. Looks to be Matthew Lloyd on the end of it. And they've brought one back. Campion, they've certainly been knocking on the delivery of Stream Cha. Yeah, take nothing from that. They've been very good from the corners. And it's the number 11, that's Matthew Rule rather. He's the man behind it. That in the 52nd minute of play. Can there be a late rally from Campion? The urgency of Stets has been wanting. They've been giving Campion a lot of space to play. Here they come again. Harvey, the substitute. Running by 3 now. Sends it across. Good delivery, but the final pass was poor. Bernard. That was a wasted opportunity, easily handled by Krishawn Hill. Here's Stets. They have to play out now. Cockett. Mohammed with him, but he gets by Mohammed. Harvey stepping back. Cleared, but it was already fouled. Was Cockett by Mohammed. Javon Wright standing behind this free kick, lifts it high. All the way to the gallery behind the Campion goal. Campion picking up the urgency, trying to play out, trying to bring rule in the game. That was cut out, but they continue with Steele. Being urged to keep the ball on the ground. Harvey played through the captain, McFarlane. His pass was cut out by Javon Wright. Comes to McPherson. Has scored 2 on the afternoon, but he wins a throw-in. Good hustle from Campion. Cha trying to skip over that defender. That was Jade Lynch, but Lynch got enough of the ball, concedes a throw-in. Looks to be Javon Wright, the number 2 for St. Elizabeth Technical, in need of medical attention. It will be great for Stets just to be able to settle and reset. They've been soaking up a lot of pressure, not having the kind of possession game that they had in the first half. And sometimes a lead can cause that if you're not settled. And just one goal from Campion, one more goal can change the complexion of this game in no uncertain terms. Just over 25 minutes to play in this encounter. Javon Wright is up and ready to go. Throw-in taken by Campion. Les trying to get on the end of it. Does well to keep it in possession. Turns back. Ethan Brown was trying to bring it forward through a cross, but it was played out for another throw-in. Taken quickly. Back to Les. To Les rather. Jazz Les. Stream Cha has been dispossessed there. Cockett doing well. And he will now break. Barnett has composure to bring it back to Lynch. And Lynch now tries to play through RJ Newman, but that was cut out by Marcus Steele. Campion having the better of play. Bernard there gaining the throw-in. Another Stets player marginally down, but he's up now. Matthew Rule unable to get that one under control. Jamari Walters plays it out for a throw-in quickly. And Stets, they are soaking in a lot of pressure. Throw in deep in their own half. Taken well. Les unable to really bring it under any measure of power placement. And the captain, McFarlane, was trying to bring that on goal, but Krishan Hill lays on the ball, urging his team to be calm. Barnett, unable to keep possession. Stets. Bernard playing that one too much. Eric Rademakers. That's Odin Walters. He's the coach. Eric Rademakers, the assistant, the technical director rather, for Campion. Also has a part with Arnett Gardens in the JPL. Does Eric Rademakers. Play resumes. Les trying to play through. Cha trying to get on the end of it. He does win it, does Cha, but loses it out now to McPherson, who plays it out one time. Cockett on the ball. Has options in Barnett. Finds him now. Barnett tries to play through. Newman almost got by Marcus Steele. But Campion now able to break. Steele playing it forward to Bernard. Bernard loses possession, but it only comes back to him. Barnett now for Stets. Cockett was offside. Ball played up fortuitously. It comes to Rule. Does well to keep it under control. Matthew Rule sets it for Les. And that pass was a bit too much for Les. Lynch now under pressure. Campion, they've really turned up the temperature. Bernard tries to find Matthew Lloyd. Doesn't get the return ball, does Lloyd. Breaks to Newman now. Uses his speed to get by Steele. Newman gets around Steele. Steele does very well though to get back possession. Played out by Bernard. It's a throw in for Stets. And Stets really need to settle in their own play. They're turning over the ball to Campion. And that can only play in Campion's hand as they try to chase the game. Matthew Lloyd almost through there. Marcus Steele doing very well to stop the danger of RJ Newman. Matthew Lloyd coming back to help out there but loses possession. Gordon plays it now for Stets. Trying to find the man with 2 goals on the afternoon, Justin McPherson. McPherson now turns. Tries to bring across, but that was blocked in the end by, looks to be Mohammed there in defense. Referee indicating time for a water break. So change there made by Campion College. Stream Cha exits the game in the 63rd minute, and Alexio Ramsey, number 17, enters. Another change being made by Campion. Aiden Newman comes in for number 6, Aiden Bernard. Here's the corner kick, comes in, but Campion able to clear. They get the call there. Campion playing out quickly is the substitute who came on earlier, Jelani Harvey. Another call for them, Jazz Less. Brandon Mohammed to take the kick at the half line, lifts it up. Shamar McIntosh did well to head it out. It's another throw in to be taken by Marcus Steele. Taken quickly. Newman there. Rule. Losing possession. It's with Cockett now for Stets. Finds Newman. Newman gets by the keeper. Can he bring it on target? Good defensive work by Steele. Newman follows up. The header on goal! It's a hat trick for Justin McPherson. A header on target. And after all the pressure that Campion tried to pile on, that must be the death knell blow. Stats 4, Campion 1. It was really good work on the right-hand flank by Newman. Did well to get by the keeper. Good defensive work initially from Steele to block his attempt to play it in goal. But he had the presence of mind to get the rebound, and did Newman, lifted it up. And Justin McPherson was on the door, ready to blast it open. 4-1 for Stets on the afternoon. 15 minutes left to play. And yeah, it would take a miracle for Campion to get back in this one. They continue to press forward though. They receive a free kick in a very dangerous position. That after a handled ball. Can this be a moment of magic for them? First goal of the encounter was converted via this route, a free kick that was in the 6th minute of the game by the hat-trick hero of the afternoon, Justin McPherson, number 6 for Stets. Make that Barnett, rather, the number 10. He's not the hat-trick hero, he has one. The number 10 for Stets, he converted the free kick. And Jazz Less, the number 10 for Campion, as well as Matthew Lloyd, stand behind it. Lloyd steps up, lifts it. Close, but not as close as he'd love it to be. Played out by Stets now via that goal kick. McPherson still trying to go forward. Flailing arm brought him down from Mohammed. It's a throw in though for Stets on the far side. Here's Stets. Losing possession in their own half. Less. Was trying to play through Alexia Newman, the substitute who came on, but made that Alexia Ramsey, but that was wayward. Still with Stets now. Joanna Gordon to the hat-trick man, McPherson, trying to bring RJ Newman in the game, but that was cut out. Ramsey a bit slight there. Matthew Rule stripped of possession by his opposite number.
Okay, no problem, but one.
Here's Marcus Steele. His pass wayward. Barnett lifts it up. Lynch stabs it forward, but should go to the keeper. Punts it upfield. McPherson does well to get by his marker. Still McPherson. Turns it back, lifts it across. On the end of it is Newman. Newman! Over the top. Alex James lifts it up. Falls to Less. He was trying to play it forward, but they weren't on synchrony. Himself and the substitute Aiden Newman. But they still receive a throw-in. They take it quickly. Ramsey does well to get it under control. Krishan Hill had that one covered. Harvey. Well done by Stets. Barnett on the ball to McPherson. Back to Barnett. Lifts it across. Cockett. Still with Stets. Barnett. Offside. They're loving the action. Certainly by the looks of it, they won't be empty-handed today, Stets. 2 finals they've competed in, and they should certainly lift this one. Cockett picks it up on the far side. McPherson plays him back to him. Harvey does well to clear the danger. Brought forward now by Campion, but that's cut out. Alex James did well there to avert the danger. He lifts it up now. Here's Campion on the break. Rule trying to play through Ramsey, but too close to the keeper. All a matter of game management for him. Mohammed with the clearance. Lifts it up for Ramsey. Ramsey does well to bring it under control. He loses out though. It's a throw in for Campion. Just about 8 minutes to go in this game, plus any time to be added on. Substitution being made for Stets. Entering the game, Raheem White. Exiting the game, Jordan Cockett. Here's Ramsey. Tried to send it across, but that was cut out well by Jamari Walters. Call it in favor of Campion. That for a push. Looked to be on the substitute, Aiden Newman. Ramsey to take the free kick. Alexia Ramsey straight in the wall. Tries to send it across, but that too was easily cut out. Campion forced to defend now. It's with Lynch. Barnett. 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 Still Barnett. Barnett! Oh, what a great save by Alex James. Oh, that has brought a lot of life on both ends. Campion, they love the save. And Stets, they love the effort. Corner kick for Stets. Raheem White takes his own merit time. Lifts it across. Captain Gordon was trying to get on the end of it. Clash of heads there. Looks to be number 15 down, Marcus Steele. Shamar McIntosh, number 17 for Stets. That's the man with the hat trick, Justin McPherson. 2 from the feet, 1 from the head, 3 in the kitty. Play resumes with Campion trying to break. Cut out by Gordon for Stets. Here's McPherson. Twisted and turning. That will go out of touch. Throwing for Campion. This has the only embers now left in this encounter. The heat of the Santa Cruz sun now fades, and it will be sunset on Campion, as they definitely won't get back in this one. Alex James doing well outside. Caroline Tummins. Giving a firm talking to, I'm not sure who in the staff, the coaching staff of Stets, that was directed to. Another change being made by St. Elizabeth Technical. The hat-trick man Justin McPherson exits the game. Dante Hewitt comes in. Here's the free kick. Easily handled. There was a whistle on the play. Here's Campion through Matthew Lloyd. Had to turn it back. Cost him the opportunity to break there, Lloyd. Still have possession. Losing it in the end. It's a throw-in for Stets. The fourth official indicating a minimum of 4 minutes to be added on.
4 minutes. Of time to be added. Minimum.
Here's a speculative attempt that from Raheem White. Alex James punts it up now. Offside there. Lifted up by Campion. Matthew Lloyd trying to get on the end of it. Lifts it across. Easily handled by Krishawn Hill. Poor clearance that by Krishawn Hill. But the captain, Gordon, was calm enough to play it out. Comes now to Rule. He's stripped of possession. Dante Hewitt to RJ Newman. Good defensive work from Harvey, Jelani Harvey. Alexia Ramsey. Javon Hewitt making no mistake. Playing it out of touch. Throw in for Campion. This in the second of 4 minutes added on. Matthew Lloyd did well to skip by one. He skips by another. Lloyd. He couldn't send it across with any great conviction to Aiden Newman, the substitute who came on. I think he really should have just fired that with fury. Well done by Steele to win the ball. Newman loses possession. Here's Dante Hewitt. RJ Newman send it out wide. Looks to be Barnett. Barnett! His shot was weak. Played out by Ethan Brown for a throw-in. Stets, they're still on the prowl. Here's RJ Newman. Newman! Easy for Alex James. Headed out by right, but it came only to rule. Throwing for Campion to be taken by Steele. Right, almost made a mess of this. Here's Newman. Harvey coming forward. That's cut out. Falls back to the captain, McFarlane. Tries to find Ramsey. Ramsey trying to turn. He does well. His pass let him down though, but still not fully cleared by Stets. And the referee, he has seen enough of this encounter. St. Elizabeth Technical. They are the Issa Under-16 All-Island champions. Beating Campion College 4-1. A hat-trick by Justin McPherson in the 29th, 41st and 65th minute sealed the deal for them. DeAndre Barnett had his own contribution, courtesy of a well-taken free kick in the 6th minute of the encounter. Consolation for through Matthew Rule in the 52nd minute for Campion. But they always had it against them, especially since their starman, Kai Miles, was injured late in the first half. They head back to Kingston, crestfallen as Campion, but the home team have every reason to rejoice. Stets, the champion. We're standing by for the presentation of awards. So don't move a muscle. That's the All-Ireland Under-16 champions in Issa football. And that's been a mighty long handshake. And Joanna Gordon, I'm sure he only wants to hoist that trophy, and he does now. Stets, All-Ireland Under-16 champions for 2022, defeating Campion College 4-1. It's the moment of glory for them. They lost the Under-14, but they've rebounded with aplomb and buried Campion College. They had a great run at Campion, the urban area championship team. But all the marbles for Stets. All-Ireland Under-16 champions. That's how we wrap up from Santa Cruz.
Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features and all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. Welcome to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Finally, we are here. We are going to ensure that you are able to see some of the things you have not seen or heard from Issa in years. This is where you are going to get all your exclusive features on all Issa Sports related activities. In particular, those activities that you have not seen our kids involved in: volleyball, table tennis, netball, basketball, swimming. All of these sports that we sometimes call minor sports, you can come here to get your features. Ensure that you encourage others to come here, see all they have been missing, and subscribe. So you hear what? Subscribe to Issa Sports TV on YouTube. Keith Wellington, President of